Hey, welcome everybody.
Hello, hello.
My name is Erik.
And my name is Ruud.
And today we're going to talk about the claw.
The claw.
I don't know. But that's like...
The first association I had was the movie with Jim Carrey, The Claw. The Claw.
Oh,
Is that
yeah,
Liar,
yeah.
I think,
For
right?
me, if I hear the name claw, for me it's always from Beer Lake. Beer Lake,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
the old,
yeah. We had the boxes.
P35?
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
P45, I think.
Oh, P45.
Yeah, one
okay.
of those two. Yeah.
Then indeed, Beer Lake, that was a code name for Intel, and then at we were in Hanover in Germany, Cebit. And I came in, this is a new color box, and it has a claw. Why it has a claw? Because it's called Beer Lake.
Yeah,
yeah, indeed. So welcome everybody. We finally got our hands on a claw. It was not easy. Because there are, well, you know, now it's coming, all the samples and all the stock, so it's on sales already. So we finally got not only one, but a few, so we can play with it.
Yeah, some of them are already at the media.
Yeah, indeed, for their verdict, benchmarks, test, indeed. Yeah. So today we also have a giveaway, Skull and Bones. Did you install that?
No.
Oh, okay, then we cannot show it anyway. So if you have any questions, please put them in the chat. We're going to try to answer as many as possible. However, you know, we're not experts on this thing, on the claw, on the handheld. It's a new segment for MSI as well.
Yeah, definitely new. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like the claw because maybe you know this, the Steam Deck. Something I already had like a year for my kid to play with, and it's also a handheld, but different in some aspects, and we will talk about that. So, Techno Chief, is that you?
That's probably me.
Oh, okay, good.
The benchmark nerd. Yeah, that's me.
Welcome everybody for you to join again. So. We're going to talk about the claw. First we're going to do an unboxing. We are going to talk about the software. We're going to talk about... you even going to open it, right?
Oh yeah, we forgot to put the screwdriver in.
I'm sure Mike can find that and put it somewhere close to you.
Okay.
You need anything special?
No, just Philips head, small.
So let us first start with the unboxing. So maybe we do it this way. Yeah.
Put this on.
It's very difficult to tell you what you will get because there are a lot of different packages versions, and this is one with the I always say Core i7, but actually it's the Ultra i7.
Core Ultra.
Oh,
7.
even the Core is still there.
Yeah, I now abbreviated it to U7.
Me?
So now me. So
us.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're at 7, then it's us.
Yeah, but why not go from i7 to U7?
Yeah.
It's shorter.
Yeah. Anyway, two things in the package.
Or just use the last digits, you know, the 155H.
Yeah,
because we also have the 135H, and that's a U5 or Core Ultra 5. Yeah.
So in this package, there are two things. First of all, the box where the claw is inside and some other stuff. And we have this. Can you open it?
Yeah. It's a carrying.
No, it's a carry bag. Okay.
Yeah, it's a carrying bag, and with a strap on it. Nice label.
So it's for protection.
I can open that as well, and you will get some protection foam and some nice cushions, so it will be nicely protected.
So it's like carry bag, nice. Yeah. Okay, so this is the packing of the claw. I think all claws are the same in that respect, besides the specification. Just a live of them unboxing the claw and that's it? No, we're going to take it apart, we're going to benchmark it, we're going to talk about it. So it's much more than just, you know, doing boring stuff. Okay, so
actually a useful thing on this little booklet is two QR codes, but I believe we cannot show them because no, the QR codes inside. The QR codes are links to a YouTube playlist, and it gives you all kind of tips of how to get into the BIOS and some shortcut keys, how to recover the Windows OS and stuff like that. All kinds of helpful tips to get you started. And I was really surprised and pleased that it was there, and it helped me also to get into the BIOS and recover it. So.
Oh, BIOS, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's basically a laptop without a keyboard, right?
Without a screen. Oh no, it has a screen. With a small screen and without a keyboard.
I would say without a touchpad, but it has a touch screen, so you can still do
So
touchpad.
this is still, that's all, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And the rest is just cardboard. So
So quick guide. I'm not going to open it up. I mean, I hope you believe me. Then this is the power adapter which comes with it. The protection folie is still on there. And I'm going to cover off the QR codes, otherwise TikTok will block us. But I'm not sure if this is good readable.
65 watt.
65 watt, indeed.
65 watt USB-C power connector.
So Type-C connector.
Yep.
And then on the other hand, on the other end, not hand, there is a Mickey Mouse?
Yeah, that's the non-official term is Mickey Mouse.
We call it Mickey Mouse, yeah. Not sure if you can find it on the internet.
I think Wikipedia also has a reference to Mickey Mouse plugs.
Yeah. So that is the adapter, basically. We're not going to use this one. We already have one plugged in, right?
We have a dock, and the dock is powered by the same adapter that came with the Claw.
Yeah. And then we have the Claw itself. Let me put this like this.
Yeah.
So that's the outside, the bottom, the back, and on the back you directly see two things which look like claws, right? And blood. I don't know, red color.
Yeah. Some red accents. Yeah. Oh, it's a nice touch.
Yeah. And then the back side. So design was very important when they designed the Claw, because it needs to be, how do you say that, ergonomical? I mean, it needs to fit well in your hands. So on top you have the L1, L2, those kind of buttons. I don't know, how do you call them? Bumpers?
Yeah, bumpers they are called, and triggers. And
the triggers indeed.
Yeah. But also then, left button and right button is also.
Yeah. And then on the back you also have two.
Those are the macro keys. So
it's for cheating.
You can do some stuff with that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. We will show you later what's the idea of that.
Yeah. Also some predefined key combinations you can use for taking a screenshot and starting recording and stuff like that.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. Then on top we have, of course, the, I don't know how you call them, the buttons. The XYZ? No, the X, what is it?
ABY.
XYBA?
Yeah.
Anyway, the buttons to push on to perform actions or to cancel something. So that's over here.
It's the Xbox controller layout. So.
Yeah. Then you have two joysticks.
Yeah.
Over here. Those two. Then you have a D-pad.
Yeah.
This one over here. And then we have 4 extra buttons next to the screen. So later we will talk about what those buttons are. But basically 2 of them are, one is for quick settings, the other one is to take up to open up the game interface. Or your library.
Yeah.
MSI Centrum M. You did it good.
Yeah, this time I did good.
And then the 2 other buttons are basically, I hope I can show you that. It's basically they are the, let me see, the menu button
and the view button.
The view button from the Xbox controller.
Control. Yeah, just on either side below the big Xbox control.
I'm going to put this at. Well, we can compare it to the Steam Deck. So if you compare it in size, it's a little bit smaller. Oh, maybe I do better like this. That's so it's like 2-3 centimeters.
You're faking it a little bit.
Yeah,
of course.
So 2.
Yeah,
maybe.
2.
2.5.
2.5 centimeters.
I would say height is a little bit higher.
Like it's a little bit thicker.
Half to.
If you just take this.
I was talking about height.
Oh, that height. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
But you can also talk about the thickness. So
the thickness,
yeah, we can do like this. So you see that it's indeed
a little bit thicker.
Yeah, a little bit thicker. Later we'll open it up so you see why it's thicker, what's inside.
Yeah.
The buttons we just talked about, the number of buttons are about the same. I think this one has 2 on the back. Yeah.
2 on each side.
2 on each side, indeed. And then the connectors. Let me put this on the floor. Let's talk.
This one can also be here.
Well, maybe first talk about the controllers or the joysticks. I would say. Let me see how we do that. Go to PPT. Yeah. So because these are using Hall effect controllers, and basically they're more durable. I'm sure you heard about it. If not, I will try to explain. That's why I have Ruud here. Thank you for joining, because
I'm not an expert on joysticks.
No. But this is technical stuff. So in normal joysticks, you have something mechanical which moves and is always in touch with something, which means it will also wear and tear. So in time, you will lose functionality. And if you talk about the joysticks, then you talk about the dead zone. Basically, it can be joystick drift, that your joystick, or basically your character starts moving because it thinks that your joysticks is moving, but it's just the wear, I would say. Yeah, out of center indeed. And you can recalibrate, but if it's damaged, then this will, can continue to happen. Yeah. And
it's also possible that there's a dead zone, so that if you move a little bit, it's not registered. So there's like a whole zone, it's not registering anything. Yeah,
in the middle indeed, and that's why you need more exaggerated movements with those.
Yeah, but then you cannot do the subtle movements anymore.
Indeed. Let me put this also here, in case we need it. And this is a little bit how it works. So on the right side, you see a traditional analog stick. Actually, they're both analog. This one works with carbon film. So you see the moving parts and the green one. And basically it's touching them and it's moving them. And I really don't know why they call it analog sticks. You know this?
Because basically it's an analog variable resistor.
Yeah, because it's still registering the voltage, right?
Yeah, but the magnetic one is actually also analog because you need to know how far
you need to read
pressed, right?
Yeah.
In either direction,
Yeah. So, and that's also on the right side. You see effect over there. The dirt can get between.
Maybe a better word would be one is with contact, and the other one is contactless. So the contactless doesn't have friction, doesn't have wear.
Yeah, that's on the left side, the pinkish one or the red one. Not sure what color it should be. And that is with the Hall effect, and it's a magnetic effect. So you basically
magnetic with a sensor. That's just seeing how much it is.
And they can make curves of it, so they can measure. Okay, now it's in this position, and then with 2 of them, you have you can cover all sides indeed. Yeah. So. And you now also see, for example, for the Steam Deck, you can upgrade them. Basically, you can buy them separately, open up your Steam Deck, put them in. I'm not sure by default many game controllers have this. Many, like from Xbox, PlayStation 4, I don't think many have that, but there are like custom controllers on the market which offer this. We not only have this, the uses of Hall effect in the joysticks, but also in the bumpers.
Triggers.
Or triggers. Yeah,
I think only triggers.
Oh, only the triggers. So okay, sorry.
The bumper is like a button, and the trigger is also you can press.
Yeah,
and
this is the trigger, and this is the
distance.
bumper. That's my English.
Yeah.
Lack of English.
No, the trigger is different because it's like a throttle, like a pedal in your car, right?
Indeed.
Also used for that.
Yeah.
And the bumper is basically just a switch on and off.
Yeah, we have somebody offering us bots. Well, thank you, but we don't need them. Do we need to be present to win? No, you don't need, but I prefer you stay, Mike. I mean, is there any way to get in contact with EU Nordic Rep? Well, that's a good question. Yes, there is a way. I would say go to our website, and in addresses you can find either telephone numbers or addresses you can get how to get in contact with. Okay, Bandam. Yeah, no time for that today. Okay, so that's a controller, and needless to say, they will last much longer. I have a lot of numbers talking about how long these last, but that doesn't matter. I mean, but I think we had it here also, right?
You want to switch to the presentation? Right?
Yeah. So over here you see that it's way longer, and it's logical because there is no wear and tear, and it basically cannot get dirty.
Everything can get dirty, but
that's true.
People will find ways.
Yeah. Yeah. Then maybe I will start it up. Oh no, we will first talk about the buttons on the top, right?
Yeah. The input output.
Yeah.
The buttons.
Sorry, a lot of switching today. So over here, 2 buttons.
Yeah.
Are the audio buttons.
Volume. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, volume. Volume up.
Volume rocker. Also.
Volume down.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Audio jack. Then here it says, what does it say? True gaming. No button. Sorry, like this.
Some marketing stuff. Yeah.
Then over here I need to see, we have a Type-C, and this for charging or for your dock.
Yeah, and Thunderbolt.
And Thunderbolt, indeed, yeah, very important. Then we have a card reader.
SD card, yeah.
Yeah, SD. I don't know what nowadays is like micro SD.
This is micro SD.
Okay, micro SD. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's
I think it's
similar what
XF.
you have on the Switch,
yeah.
And indeed,
yeah.
That's for the speeds.
No, the XF is also the form factor.
I think I have one.
I don't know for sure.
I think I have one over here.
I think most EU and US they just simply call it micro SD. But
Okay, maybe there's one inside. Who knows?
Maybe it just fell out.
I hope not. I hope not.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't tested that one yet.
And then over here we have the power button, and the power button is also a finger print reader. You know why I'm careful? In the past,
finger printer.
Yeah, in the past we had a spelling mistake on the website, and it says we have a finger printer.
Yeah, but so also on the boxes of our laptops.
Oh, yeah, okay,
for sure.
Yeah, but so it's a finger print reader.
It was there for years.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so inside joke. Okay, so Ruud, how do you switch it on?
Just press it briefly.
Okay.
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit more briefly. No. Okay. Yeah. So on top you also see a white light, and that white light will also. I will show how it boots. There's a. Okay. I have some cloth for the fingerprints.
An invisible cloth.
Is it?
It's a green one.
Yeah, it's a green one. Okay, so this is Windows booting up, and that's directly a big difference with other systems. This runs on Windows 11. And you see directly, I'll do it like this, the RGB in the buttons, and the RGB halo effect around the joysticks. You can customize this, we will show you later. The magic cloth, indeed, yeah. Now it's there. Yeah, that's Thunderbolt 4. Later we will talk a bit more in detail. What kind of M.2 is it using?
2230, yeah.
2230, so
that's the size of it.
That's a small one, right? 30 centimeters.
Yeah.
Indeed.
30 millimeters, yeah.
Oh, sorry, 3 centimeters, yeah.
30
indeed.
Centimeters would be this big. So.
Yeah, indeed. So that's how you boot it up. If we look at the screen, we are using a 7-inch, and I have to say IPS level. It's not an IPS screen, but IPS level. And that's
I'm not sure if it's IPS or not.
It's IPS, yeah. I know.
No, but we don't know if it's an LG one or.
No, it's not. Probably not LG.
Probably
so
not,
that's why we say. I guess I saw on the website it says IPS level.
Yeah, I didn't see a part number, but
okay.
I didn't look it up on the internet.
Yeah, so you don't know what vendor it is, indeed. No. So we can go maybe. Maybe talk a little bit about this. Go here. I'm talking about the display. Should I switch it off or is it okay?
I can plug it in the dock as well.
Yeah. So 7-inch display, 120 hertz refresh rate, 1080p. Like what I said, IPS level. It's touch sensitive. Is it 10 fingers or 2 fingers? I don't know.
It should be 10.
Okay, should be 10. Yeah.
Probably is.
Well, nowadays most is, in the past indeed.
But most gestures don't go up to 3, and then it's not like you can type with 10 fingers. I don't think that will register. But
yeah, are there any accessories planned for it? Yeah, I think there is a docking station planned for it, but I don't have any information. No. We also showed it on the CES.
I think you have a slide.
I deleted that one.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry.
yeah. You know, because I don't know anything about it, I deleted the slide with things to come. But yeah, docking station is planned, but I don't know pricing, ETA, or if that's the final tooling. No. But we already showed something on the CES.
Yeah, but that one was still a prototype one. At least that was, they said it's a prototype one.
If you look at the brightness, we're talking about 400 to 500 nits, and you measured it, right?
Yeah, the one I tested, I think it was the early one.
Okay.
So the
engineering sample.
Yeah, the engineering sample. That was about 480 nits at that time. So close to 500.
Yeah.
So and 450, 500.
Support for VRR. That's very refresh rate.
Yeah, and we can show that as well.
Yeah. Okay. And why is VR important? I mean, it's switching automatically your refresh rate in the game.
Yeah. So the display is just adapting to the GPU.
But is the benefit battery saving?
Not so much, I think. I think a fixed refresh rate might be better for power saving. So especially if you put like a low refresh rate, like this one goes down to 48 hertz.
It's a little bit awkward, right? Because normally we look in the camera. Yeah, today we're sitting next to each other, so
normally
we're like
sitting over there.
Yeah, like 2 meters away, 3 meters away. And now we're like, okay, can we look at each other? Or?
Yeah, what's best?
Yeah.
But indeed, the 48 hertz is probably the most power economic setting, but the variable refresh is most variable, so most flexible.
Yeah.
And will give you less tearing and stuff.
Okay. Alan is saying the dock is already the dock is already available. Okay, could be. Not sure.
Maybe we should order one.
Yeah. How much is the Claw?
Well, it says Alan also says the dock is $210 US.
Yeah. That's what he thinks, yeah.
That is a lot.
That's a lot of money.
That's probably not the price of this one.
No, this one is
50?
Something like that, 30 to 50 indeed, yeah. I just bought an Amazon dock for the Steam Deck indeed.
Yeah.
Pricing. My arms are indeed long again. Pricing, pricing best to check with your local retailer, because I see so many. You know, the problem with these kind of things where we have SKUs is that per country there are different configurations. Later I will talk a little bit about configuration, basically about the different CPUs we can offer at this moment and the different storage. But the customizations can go much further than that, like different Wi-Fi, etc., different packaging. So yeah, best to check with your own reseller, your local retailer, e-tailer for pricing and availability.
And pricing will be high because it's brand new. It's a new product.
That's always in the beginning.
So
indeed,
probably will come down later.
Yeah, always like that.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about Thunderbolt 4 because indeed it's powered by an Intel chip by the new Meteor Lake generation. So it also offers Thunderbolt 4, and that comes in a Type-C port, a physical Type-C port. And Thunderbolt, I think we could have done a live demo for Thunderbolt, right?
What do you mean?
You had Thunderbolt.
I do have a Thunderbolt 3.
Yeah, but you don't have it
SSD.
here, like.
No, it's in my office.
Yeah. Okay. That's not an office.
Yeah.
That's a nerd playground.
It is. Yeah.
Okay, so
it's a big mess.
40 gigabits per second, Thunderbolt 4. And of course, they're coming with Thunderbolt 5, you know how it works. It's already announced, but we don't know when we see the first silicon for that.
Well, the good thing about Meteor Lake is that the Thunderbolt controller is on the CPU package, so there's no additional chip necessary, which also consumes power.
And Thunderbolt is pretty much compatible with a lot of things. If you look, so we have USB 4 compatible. PD is power delivery, so that means how much power it can deliver via the same cable, up to 65 watts. That's also the adapter.
That is the power in.
Sorry?
That's the power in, not what it can deliver.
Oh, yeah. What can it deliver?
You don't extract power from this to an external.
Maybe
it can.
To a dock.
No, the other way around. If you plug in like a USB stick, yes, it will power it.
Yeah, okay.
Or a USB SSD, that can be powered by this dock as well, or by this handheld as well. But normally the power is going in.
Yeah.
That's the power delivery part.
We have a USB monitor, right? Later we can play with it. We can check.
Yeah.
Okay, and then they call it DP alt mode, basically display port. So over the same cable you can also support display, and that's also what you see here in the dock.
Yeah.
Not sure if we can show you this without breaking things.
The cables might not be that long.
Let me do it like this. So we have a dock over here. This is the 65 watt adapter. Then we have our HDMI cable for capturing. Then we have a LAN cable, RJ45. Now we're cabled, but we can also go to Wi-Fi. What is this?
That's the
keyboard?
That's the mouse, and the other one is the keyboard. Yeah, on the side.
You don't have. Oh, here also. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I was looking here. Hey, it only has one USB A, but on the side there was another one.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. So just before this live stream, I walked in our department and Peter was sitting there. And are you guys going to use a mouse and keyboard? I said, yeah, well, I mean...
It's much easier.
Yeah, it's much easier. And that's, but it's with Windows and then it's a handheld. I said, no, that's also on the Steam Deck, it's normal. And later we'll talk a little bit about this. But I mean, yes, it's a small screen. And yes, it's a handheld made for gaming. And a lot of things you can do without your keyboard and mouse.
Yeah.
But some things, and especially if you go into emulators.
Setting it up. If you want to do setting it up, how many passwords you need to type in for all those game clients, then better keep a keyboard handy. That's my recommendation.
And that's the same on all the devices. It doesn't matter Windows or SteamOS.
Yeah.
Yes, we will show it disassembled. And upgrade possibilities, that's a bit difficult. Is the the CPU BGA?
The CPU is soldered. Okay. The only thing you can change is basically the SSD and the Wi-Fi card, but the Wi-Fi card is already Wi-Fi 7.
And the memory is also soldered?
It's soldered, yeah.
Okay, so that's what happens nowadays in the thin and lightweight notebooks. Everything is soldered on the PCB, so...
especially the Meteor Lake ones. They also have a little bit
more
higher
integration.
Higher clock memory. So it's DDR5 6400.
Okay, 6400.
That's quite fast for a mobile.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, but SSD and the Wi-Fi. Well, you got Wi-Fi 7, so
yeah, exactly. So
you need to wait a few years until you can upgrade.
And then probably there's a new handheld already. Yeah. But the SSD, if you want to put a bigger one in.
So Silent Shadow on YouTube has a good question. Is this officially supported by SteamOS? No, because we're running on Windows 11. So I think SteamOS has some third parties, like other companies I'm referring to, using SteamOS. I think I saw one, but
I saw a live stream they put on the Ally.
Yeah, but indeed you can also.
So it is possible, but if it's legal.
Yeah,
that's a big if. Yeah.
And we didn't test on this, so you need to find out yourself. But basically, this is just a PC, and SteamOS is just Linux. So probably it will boot. Will everything work perfect? Well, that's a matter of fine tuning, a matter of drivers, etc., etc.
I think especially those custom buttons. And there's no software behind it, so that probably you need to have some workaround for it.
Yeah, indeed. Let us talk a little bit about audio. Can maybe we take this one, Ruud? I'm not sure
if it's charged or not.
Let me go to, because we have two speakers, and the speakers are located, I'm switching, well actually you can see it already. So the speakers are located here. Yeah. So these are the speakers, and when you're gaming, it's very difficult to see in this angle, but you see I'm not blocking the speakers. So it's not like this, it's like this. And I'm a little bit stretched right now in my arms, but basically, basically it's like this. So you don't block them. We have two speakers on each side, 2 watts, and this comes with dynamic audio, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
So it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, let me. This is going to be difficult.
Now what
a game maybe? Borderlands 3?
Yeah, you can try that. Do you have Wi-Fi connected?
Cyberpunk?
You also need Wi-Fi.
Also needs Wi-Fi. What is up with these games nowadays?
Yeah.
Do we have anything else installed? What makes audio?
I don't think there's a video on it.
I don't want to open up YouTube because then we probably get blocked. Or maybe our own insider live stream.
Yeah, you can try that. But I don't see the Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, I don't have Wi-Fi in this one. Well, okay, then we take that one. We take that one.
Just unplug it and
let me see.
Then you can also hear us, but then delayed, or not?
Well, I didn't want to put up this live stream.
Oh, not this one.
But you gave me an ID. I'm first going to like this. What are Claw? MSI gaming. Oh. MSI gaming, and then, well, this is our own video, so we can play it. It's playing a commercial, waiting for that one to skip. Okay. No thanks.
But now it's going through the microphone, so yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to.
So basically, it's now playing a video. But yeah, it's really loud. It feels immersive.
There's even some bass. It's really surprising. Yeah. I didn't expect it in this thin machine.
This is one of our monitors, a product video.
Yeah.
And it feels indeed.
Yeah, it's
and you see, if I'm like trying to hold this gaming, you don't block it.
No.
Can I cover it like this? Yeah.
Yeah, then you'll hear it. Yeah. You have to really do your best to block it.
Is it only this or also on the back?
Not sure. I think it's only the front-facing speaker. So.
Yeah. Can I put
Maybe
it louder?
Because the back has a lot of holes for the air intake.
Yeah. But it sounds like, well, okay, nice audio. Hope we don't get banned, blocked or whatever by all those streaming channels. Let me see any questions. Yes, it has a Thunderbolt 4 port, we talked about it. AIB, all the other handhelds have AMD. Yeah, so indeed, this is the first one with an Intel CPU/GPU. And most other ones at this moment have... I also saw another one with Intel.
Yeah.
So it's coming, step by step. And all the many on the market have indeed AMD. APUs.
Yeah, AMD is going on APUs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let me maybe talk a little bit about this. Let me first do a giveaway. I go here. Otherwise, I dox myself. Oh, we're already here. Okay. So, if you want, you can still participate. I'm opening a Word document. I even don't know why it's here. What the hell is this? Oh, that's my Outlook. Damn. Okay. Close. The giveaway. The winners. Draw winners. Okay. Let me check quickly. So today we're going to give away Skull and Bones, and the first winner is with loyalty bonus Turiksant, something like that. Anyway, thank you. You won, and in the coming days we will send you Skull and Bones. And this can go away, and then we will continue. You can still participate if you go to msi.com/2/insider or on YouTube and Twitch. You click on the Gleam link. Let's talk a little bit about this platform, because indeed this is the first handheld with based on the Intel platform, this Meteor Lake. So when was Meteor Lake introduced? End last year? December? November?
I think it was the beginning of January.
Oh yeah, they first had a technical preview in November or December, end of November, I would say, 26th.
Then I think in September they had like the press kit with the tiles and stuff like that.
The technical.
And then later there was the actual product.
Yeah,
and
indeed.
I think in CES they launched.
Is that GigaRAM?
The first one.
Nah. Oh, I thought he was. I thought GigaRAM was serious, but he's not. You confused me. Okay, so and it's not called Core 7 of i7 anymore. It's called Ultra 7 and Ultra 5. Basically, at this moment we're offering two different CPUs: the 155H and the 135H. What does the H stand for? Power efficient?
H is mobile. So the high-end mobile.
The high-end mobile.
Yeah,
okay.
But there's an even higher-end mobile called
the HX. Yeah. I knew that. Yeah. So the CPU basically has a few cores difference. The high-end one, 155H, has 6 performance cores, and the other one only 4. And besides that, they have 8 efficiency core, and something what's new in this new platform is 2 low power
E-cores.
Efficiency cores. Indeed.
Yeah.
Maximum turbo 4.8 and 4.6, so that's the difference over there. GPU, they all run ARC graphics, and I think that's kind of interesting because Intel Intel already long time had integrated graphics. Actually, they are the biggest one on the graphics. If you calculate the integrated graphics market, you take that into account. But after a few tries, they tried it in the past, right? Discrete graphics.
Not officially or not.
Yeah, it was more for server.
And
I forgot the Arctic Sound, Arctic Boom, or was that is that a later code name? It doesn't matter. Anyway, now with Arc, I think they put a really interesting product on the market. And yes, it's not the high end to compete in the top performance segments, but price performance I think is interesting. And what I like most is driver support. With this they're really optimizing the drivers for games and cranking out more performance. Actually, Games Nexus had an interesting video.
Yeah, that was very good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Games Nexus was talking with Tom Peterson from used to be Nvidia, now Intel.
Yeah.
And they were talking about how they are optimizing drivers. It's a bit technical, but really interesting story to see how much work they need to do to squeeze out a few milliseconds. Yeah. But it pays off. You see that they often have new driver releases with like 24% extra in this game, etc., etc.
And I think that's also related to this product. There's a lot of performance potential, and absolutely it's not there in every game yet.
That's also when we did the first live stream here about the notebooks.
Yeah,
we also we also said in the beginning, indeed, it's I don't want to say hit and miss, but it was like
it's doing well in the benchmarks, but not in all games.
Yeah, it was fluctuating too much, and now that they made already a lot of steps, but still they have space to grow. So
we depend on them a lot.
Integrated GPU has for both of those chips has 8 Xe cores, and it's 5. Is this 50 megahertz difference, right?
50, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't think you noticed that. I mean,
nah, not really. It's. I think it's probably peak frequency anyway. So.
Yeah, so this one, it has an NPU, AI stuff, interesting for notebooks, but not for the handhelds.
We had a stream about that one.
Yeah, you talked about it indeed. And then about the TDP, which is the CPU power limit. And in this case, when I talk about CPU, I'm talking about CPU and GPU, because it's integrated. And in Intel, we don't refer to it as APU, but as CPU. Yeah. So the total power limit is either minimum 20 watts or maximum 35 and 40 watt, and that depends if you put it on the battery or on the adapter. Yeah. Adapter, you get basically 5 watt more, up to 40 watt. Yeah. And you want to later maybe talk about, because you're doing benchmarks, you will also show some benchmarks.
I will show the power limits where you can see it. And,
indeed. I think that's interesting. We already talked about the architecture, but if you look from VGA point of view, we talk about DirectX 12, we talk about ray tracing, we talk about AV1 encoding, decoding, it's also quite interesting. And
On the other hand, I don't think you will be a lot of transcoding done on.
No. Well, why not? I mean,
it's possible. Yeah.
It's possible, and it's probably the same speed as any other because it's dedicated encoding engine.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but it's meant for gaming. I mean, it's not a
True.
productivity
but if you don't,
or a video editing machine.
Right? Like me, I don't have like a AV1 GPU, and if I want to do it, this would be.
Yeah, then you don't have to borrow our graphics cards anymore.
yeah. Let's not talk about that.
Actually, it's not our graphics cards anymore. Anyway.
And it supports, and I'm not sure if I pronounce this correctly, Access. Anyway, let's talk about Access. Why not Access? XS.
Whatever.
How are you going to pronounce it today?
XESS.
That's
XE
too
super
long.
sampling.
XE.
That's their branding.
Too long. Access.
Too many S's.
Okay, we're talking about this word here with an X, an E, and two S's.
Yeah.
Access. Yeah.
Basically, it's their answer to DLSS and FSR from AMD.
Indeed. So
this is the Intel branded one. So it basically you render at a lower resolution and you scale that up with artificial intelligence. So.
Or other technologies. It's a form of super sampling, and then, for example, if you play at 1080p, you can either render it at 720p or even lower, and upscaling that you get a similar image quality. And for me, it's always funny because in the past, companies like AMD, when they had like a bug in their driver and they got more FPS because they lost some visual fidelity, they were got like bad cheating, and now it's like a feature.
Yeah. No, but many reviews they turn it off because of it's hard to compare, right?
Yes.
And
it's very difficult.
You're really going to look at every frame, detail by detail. Yeah, it's really hard.
Indeed. So indeed, it's a nice tool. It gives a nice performance. Mind you, this slide is not talking about the 155 we have. This is talking about the 165, which is a more high-end one. I couldn't find the slide, and I don't want to talk about the exact numbers. I just want to show you. In blue, you see the default performance without
XESS.
That
I think it's pronounced that way.
XS, whatever.
Okay. We'll keep that.
With this super sampling feature, and then the purple on top, and you see it differs really per game. In some, it's like more than 50%. Which one is that? Like a Dragon Gaiden. I think we had a bundle with that, or we have even. Cyberpunk, it's like maybe 25%, 20%, something in that range. So it really differs per game, and even maybe, what is the first one? Deceive Inc? Never heard of. Anyway, probably a hand of a title picked for this.
Of course.
It's big, so we need to mention it. We need to show.
Yeah.
Nobody knows it. Anyway, and
cherry-picked list.
And that's also, it's quite interesting with these technologies. You just get 3 extra FPS, and especially on a thing like this.
I like the part that it says Intel Confidential on the bottom. That's good.
I don't know. No, it was Intel.
The embargo is already.
Yeah. I just googled it.
Okay.
And it didn't have a watermark, so I think I don't have to take it from my collection.
Okay.
We can show this. Past NDA, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know the date is already.
So we already talked about it. This one comes also with Wi-Fi 7, and the Wi-Fi module is adjustable, so it's also possible, or replaceable, so it's also possible that in some markets we offer SKUs with Wi-Fi 6, and to be honest, I don't know what brand or what type it is then, but or Wi-Fi 6E I should say, probably. But if you get the Wi-Fi 7, you probably get an Intel Killer chip or compatible device, the BE7050 card with Bluetooth 5.4 we're already at. Wow, indeed. Windows. This is a. I put some things here in the slide.
Probably get some discussion.
Oh yeah.
Internally we also discussed.
Yeah, we also discussed. So a little bit of difference between SteamOS and Windows, and I used both on my Steam Deck, and I played also a little bit. They didn't want to give this
to you, no.
No,
not for a longer period.
I played like a few hours with it. So you know, like what Peter said at the beginning, hey, you're using keyboard and mouse. Well, for some advanced stuff like emulators or installing some of the games, you know, or logging in all the account, keyboard and mouse is just very easy. And that's also on Steam. The difference is on Steam you need to do a manual restart in order to get into the desktop mode. Takes a few seconds, nothing serious. Windows has native performance, and most on Steam OS is Linux, so you need to use an emulator. Proton is now used. They have different versions of that. So you basically use emulation, but it doesn't have to impact performance, because I said performance is mixed here, because in some cases in Linux you have less overhead, so you get more performance. You get basically more performance from your hardware. But I don't know, you know, if you look at all games, how that is. Yeah. Windows is easier to use than Linux for now. Well, I mean, it really depends for what you want to do.
If you do only gaming, then the Steam Deck would definitely have a...
Yeah, and that's also what I put here, game launchers. Steam Deck is mainly made for SteamOS. With SteamOS is mainly made for Steam.
Steam client, yeah.
If you open it up, you get a shop. You are in the Steam store. They're trying to teach you to buy something new. The interface is perfect, everything works well, and you can it clearly shows you which games are compatible, what a compatible issue is. Can, for example, be, and that's also what we have on these devices, like for example, I think Cyberpunk, the dialogue windows are quite small. So yeah, you can run it, you can play it, but in some dialogue windows, you know, it's very small to read, and some games have this issue. Yeah, anti-cheat. Some games use anti-cheat software, and on Windows that works, and Steam OS has some issues with it. They're working on it. Also, things like Discord had issues, you know.
If you want to do the Xbox Game Pass, then you will definitely need a Microsoft login.
Yeah.
And that's going to be hard on the Steam OS.
Yeah, so these kind of things. And interfacing, I would say SteamOS really has a very good interface. And we have MSI Centrum M. It's a new name.
MSI Centrum M.
Let's talk a little bit about that. So Ruud, I will go to Capture.
Yeah.
This is live.
This should be live. This is my mouse. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm not watching it here, but watching it there. So
yeah, I can turn this around.
No, but then the people. Oh yeah, we can do that.
Oh! Damn! I touched the cables.
I touched the HDMI.
Beep beep. No, this isn't. That isn't
helping. Just leave it, okay?
Like this.
Okay.
Okay.
So what shall we show first? The MSI Center.
Well, yeah, maybe talk about the buttons. So
okay, so we have a button on the right, but I cannot point to the.
How we're going to do this? We cannot.
So the first thing, you have one button on the left, so it's near the screen, but on the bottom of those two.
Yeah.
So the left one will open MSI Center M normally.
Oh yeah, there it was.
It was there, but there we go. And normally also the taskbar should disappear. And basically this is your games launcher. You can add games, you can add stuff from the clients. Basically the game clients on top, they are just links to the download page of that game client, and then you will take it from there.
So you can go over there, right? Like this?
Yeah.
You can go through your different libraries, and that's a big difference with SteamOS. SteamOS, like what I said, Steam is working perfectly, but other things either don't work or they need a lot of extra work, and that's also why keyboard and mouse on SteamOS is also useful. But here it's there, native. You just have to log in, and all your games are accessible to install.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And if you have games installed, then it will show up in the bigger launch pad here. I've installed some of them already, used some also for benchmarking. Even found an Android game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because we also have the MSI game launcher. I'm not sure. Yeah. It's a Android-based game launcher.
Yeah, indeed.
It's in the top right. And also some other games that we try to run on it, and these run quite well. Oh.
So that's basically the game library?
That's the game library. That's the first thing you will notice when you go to the MSI Center. Of course, on the bottom, there's also the performance, the user scenario. So this is like your power and performance settings. The first one is AI engine. At the moment, we're running at extreme performance, and you can choose between advanced mode and auto fan mode. So you have some options to tweak the fan speed a little bit. I noticed that the auto was doing just fine, and it stays really quiet even in extreme performance mode.
Yeah.
So then, of course, you also have balance. Well, balance doesn't have any tweaking options. It's just in between extreme performance and super battery. Super battery, of course, is the lowest of them all, and that's the 20 watt setting. The balance is the 30 watt setting on battery, and the extreme performance is 35 on battery and 40 on adapter. And then, of course, you also have a manual, and then you can set the power between AC and DC. AC is the adapter, and DC is the battery.
Yeah, I didn't know what was what, so I
asked them to change it.
Yeah,
I already feedback.
Yeah. Because for me, AC, DC, you know, I know they make good music.
Them up, yeah. Yeah, they start a new tour as well.
Yeah, I know.
But here you can say, okay, if I unplug it, then I want to have a different power level than if I plug it in. In most of the cases, if you have it plugged in and the charger is up to a 65 watt charger or better, then you probably want to run it at the max speed anyway. Why would you lower it at that time? But in DC mode, in battery mode, then you'll probably want to extend your runtime a little bit, and then I can imagine you can turn it down to 20 or 30 watts.
Yeah.
So that's the power part. The AI engine also has some advanced settings, but it's more towards the lighting, the RGB on the front of the buttons, and the audio tuning and the performance. I think the performance is, in some games it will switch to extreme performance, and if it can lower it, it will try to do balanced. Normally I want to be in control of the performance, and also want to know what I'm testing, so I only test the extreme performance, balance, and super battery mode. And the manual you can also use, of course. That's the power and performance part, and then there's also the
so,
game.
Oh, can you maybe go back?
Oh, sorry.
So we're now talking because...
Or maybe I go with the mouse.
Yeah. So the first icon was about...
This is the power and performance,
yeah.
So the user scenario, as it's called in MSI Center M. And this is the controller part. So at the moment we're running in gamepad mode. There's also a desktop mode, which has a little bit... it mimics the mouse movement, but I think most people will use it in gamepad mode, and especially in games, of course. And then it's basically just the same as an Xbox controller. So that's there's also other stuff like you have some adjustments with the dead zone, with the thresholds and stuff with the joysticks, the triggers. You can also cap them a little bit so they are not shooting all over the place. Vibration, that's the
haptic.
The haptic motors. That's just yeah, that's not that extreme, but. Here's the macro part, so you can create macros with the buttons on the back. There's 2 macro buttons, and but you can also switch it to combination keys.
Yeah, maybe I can show a slide about this.
Okay.
you know, this is a little bit cheating, but it's like games
I haven't
like
tested it yet, but it could be very interesting.
Indeed, like Mortal Kombat. This is, I think, Street Fighter. Not sure.
Yeah.
You know, these kind of games, you always have those special combo movements, like up, 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 down, left, right, and then you do a special move. I always played with Raiden in Mortal Kombat, but I don't know his moves anymore. But it was button smashing, and with this, basically, you can record those
sequence,
kind of sequence of buttons, indeed.
Yeah.
And then just with one trigger, do them. So it's really cheating. Yeah, we didn't have this in the past. When I was like a long time ago.
We do have the macros inside the SteelSeries engine.
Okay, yeah.
The SteelSeries GG is called now. Yeah. Well, we played around with that. That's also fun. Yeah.
I can say I have seen this version of MSI Sand. Yeah, it's a special version for. We go back to the capture.
I also gave my kudos to the programmer because it works quite well. From the beginning. I mean, this product is so new, and first we had an engineering sample, and apparently there were some really worse version to our HQ.
They always have.
So I didn't see the early versions apparently, but the ones that I saw, they worked from the first moment.
That's just also a simple overlay to.
Yeah, well, it's not perfect, not by any chance, but. I like it more than the regular MSI Sand.
Yeah, already. I know.
That's personal opinion. Everybody can do their own. So that's the controller part. Then we have the quick settings editor. I should explain what the quick setting is. That's the button on the right. So
the top right button next to the screen. Can you maybe go there?
No, because my screen ends here. Yeah, okay. That's the Borco overlay. It's not the real thing.
It is the real thing.
Yeah. No. Anyway.
No, I know, but I mean, your screen, your mouse can go higher on the screen, right? Can you not go to the X?
To the X?
Yeah. Close this one.
No, of course not. This is not my screen. That part is not the red X, the button.
No. I know, but
that X.
Yeah. So over there on the right side, that button.
Yeah, this button.
No, it's the top button.
No, it's not the top button.
It's the bottom button. Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah. That button.
Yeah, that button. That's what we call the quick settings menu.
Yeah.
So press it. So the quick settings basically gives you access to all the controls of your device, the brightness of your screen, the sound volume level. Also, here's to quickly switch the performance modes, the user scenarios. Yeah. And the gamepad mode, so you can do gamepad and desktop mode. If you want to launch the keyboard, that's really helpful. You can enable or disable Wi-Fi, Bluetooth.
What I found annoying on the Steam Deck, sometimes you need to put in your password, and there is a shortcut to get your keyboard. But here is just click a button and select it.
We also have a cool real-time monitor. There are some. It still consumes too much resources at the moment, but so it will lower performance, especially if you're running on battery. But it does have the basics already there.
Okay, and then you have like 3 settings. This is off. On is CPU.
Yeah, this is the first step, and then you only have the CPU percentage and the GPU percentage with some clock speeds for the CPU. Yeah. And the second is with also CPU power added to it. And the last one is with fan RPM, battery, and FPS. Yeah. If you unplug it, it will also show you total power. So basically how much power you draw from the battery. Yeah.
But we cannot show this because we're capturing via the dock.
Exactly.
So if I unplug it,
the capture is
it's gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can scroll down. And then there's even more options. So show the desktop if you want to go back to the desktop. Not sure why we're at 48 Hertz at the moment.
Oh, we can do 120.
We can do 120.
Yeah.
But you can use the setting if you want to just quickly cap your frame rate.
Skeets is asking for the virtual keyboard. Can you show that?
Of course, yeah. It's just the regular Windows. Virtual keyboard. So it just pops up this one. Normally it's a little bit bigger. Is that because we're capturing, I think?
Could be.
I haven't seen it this small yet. No, that's weird.
Yeah, the problem is the capture, always doing strange things.
But I've been using another dock, a different one, before, and then the keyboard was still okay. Anyway, so show the desktop. If you want to go to the desktop and change some stuff while you're in game, then it's easy to do this with this button.
Yeah. So
and the task. Yeah, this is the normal one.
Yeah, but okay. So I will go to the.
Yeah. This is the size, but it's a bit shiny, so hard to capture with a webcam.
Yeah. So, but
That's
it's
the
basically
regular
it's
size,
this button how you can make it smaller. There's a small button on top. This one?
Oh, maybe I pressed the button.
Yeah, you
oh,
probably
that's
did.
okay. Okay.
Capture.
Sorry, didn't know there was a button.
Yeah, that one. Right top corner.
Right top corner.
Yeah, here I have a button.
I don't have a button.
Here, this icon.
I don't have that icon.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you're winning Windows 10.5 or something.
No, this is.
Yeah.
That's a weird one. Traditional, maybe. No, it's not that.
This one is full screen, left to right.
Size and theme.
Uh-oh.
I'm diving in too deep now.
Yeah.
Anyway, forget about that. This is live stream. Always happens stuff like that.
But you can also customize this menu, right? If you want different functions, like on your mobile phone.
Well, one very handy thing is taking a screenshot. I do a lot of benchmarking and stuff. I've used this button so many times. This was really cool. Yeah. Also, the resolution, you can easily switch between Full HD or 90.
No, you can try it.
We can do with the capture. And now it's back to 720p or 1280 by 720 resolution. And we can, in this case, it's called HD. I would prefer the real resolution numbers.
So now we're at 120, 1080p.
Should be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's correct. If we go back to MSI Center, you can edit let me close the real-time monitor.
So that's an overlay. You also see that in games.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In the overlay in game mode, you also see the FPS as a counter. So it can be useful if the game doesn't have an FPS counter or whatever. If you want to check performance and if you want to play around with the user scenarios, if you want to try to lower the power and still see if the frame rate is good enough for your
yeah.
gameplay.
So is this overlay MSI Afterburner? No, it's not. This is from MSI Center. And then what? Using the system resource overlay decreases game performance. Well, I have a massive view. That's always the case because everything uses resources. It's just a matter of how much. And now,
what I think didn't compare it side by side or on the same machine. So I think that the Afterburner resources need less resources.
Yeah. But they're still tuning this because you already saw some improvements.
Most of the time I've used it on gaming laptops, and I've never used it on an integrated graphics one. So not sure if this is only a Claw thing or. No. Maybe Afterburner on an office machine with Meteor Lake integrated graphics would have the same problem. I have no idea.
No.
So Afterburner usually there's like a 4080 or a 4090. Then resources is not an issue. No. For integrated graphics, we don't know, but please know if you're gonna benchmark this machine and you turn up the overlay, it will take some power and resources, so it will lower your benchmark scores.
That's also why we don't use it for our benchmark scores, because we want to see the real performance.
Yeah.
And that's from either the benchmark itself or a log file or something like that.
Yeah, also notice, and that's for the reviewers more, if you dock it and you do like a capture like this or a duplication of the screen to another monitor or whatever, then also it can impact the performance a little bit. So, yeah. So if you want to have the full performance, then you just plug in the power adapter without an extra screen, then you will have the most.
The Wii U, they had an integrated camera. I don't know the Wii U. I played with the Wii, but not Wii U. That's also the handheld from them.
Is it?
Yeah. I believe so. There was like, or maybe detachable controllers.
I thought that was a Switch. The U had also portable?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think the Wii U, I'm going to Google it.
Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah. We have the old Wii.
Yeah. I also had the old
We still
Wii.
have.
Yeah, it's nice. Really nice. Oh, I'm doing shopping. But yeah, you see?
Okay, yeah.
And now I'm here, I'm going to do a lucky draw anyway. So, let me go to main. Skull and Bones. You can win it today if you are going to msi.com/2/insider or on YouTube, Twitch. Click on the Gleam link. And the next winner is Zoom. Congrats, Zoom. Also with loyalty bonus. Thank you. And we're going to the capture again.
Okay, so yeah, you can just delete stuff you don't need, or you can press A to customize, and then there's more options you can choose from. The dark ones are already included, and the rest you can add. Not sure if maybe we add this one. Did we lose one or not?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
Otherwise, remove. The AI one is removed.
The user scenario one.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, we need that one.
Okay, but you need to select another one.
You probably.
Yeah, click one and then select the alternative one.
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we'll put a lighting switch there. Yeah, okay, that's good. I like it.
Yeah. So that's how you can edit this quick menu.
Yeah. Now we have a lighting switch. Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. But I don't think you can control the colors, but only on off. Let me try that. Yeah, it's just turning them off. Yeah.
Oh, in this menu, but this is another menu. You will
go there.
Yeah.
So that's the I don't
customization.
know. Customization.
Quick sync customization menu.
Quick settings, yeah, customization, exactly. Bluetooth, of course, you can connect to Bluetooth devices. It just opens.
Controllers.
Yeah.
This is also really nice if you want to do couch gaming.
You can see if there's any Bluetooth here. We have a Jabra.
My phone.
Yeah. You have a Galaxy Watch 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Check. Okay. Can I abort this? No. Somebody's Jabra ears, I think. Earbuds.
Connect.
Yeah,
Connect to it. We play some loud music.
Oh, I pressed scan again. Sorry, wrong button. Hey, we have a TV here. And a Huawei watch. Okay. Anyway, so the Wi-Fi is basically the same. You can scan for Wi-Fi and then connect.
Yeah.
Very simple. And then there's also the MSI Center settings menu. Because we're in user scenario extreme performance, the AI engine is turned off. If you choose AI engine, then you will have some lighting. It will be controlled by this thing.
So basically, based on what games, etc., you play.
Yeah, and you can also have like an intelligent profile. So when a certain app launches, it will go to this mode. Audio will also change. I'm not sure what it will do. That's the fun part about AI. You never know what it does.
True that.
I like to be in control, so usually I turn that stuff off. So also we have Mystic Light, also well known from our motherboards and graphics cards.
I will show that over here.
At the moment it's set to rainbow and wave, but I can also choose color cycle, or steady, or breathing. But then we have to switch to the detailed cam, right?
Yeah, I will do that over here, then you don't have to undock.
Okay.
So now you see the RGB lights over here around the halo around the joystick. So I have the same menu like Ruud, and I'm going to change to breathing, and you see the colors. Yeah, it's difficult to see, but you know that.
But it's still cycling or not?
Breathing.
Oh no, it's still on. Yeah. Okay.
I can do a color cycle, so now it's one color and cycling colors. I can do steady. So
Yeah.
it's just the default setting we have with the different RGB lights.
Yeah.
Wave.
Yeah, that's the default one. Yeah.
Oh, that's the default one. Okay.
Yeah, and you have like speed and also direction.
Yeah.
And you can choose colors and stuff. If you don't like the rainbow stuff, you
slow,
can just
medium,
choose your own
fast,
color.
direction.
Yeah, yeah.
So also the
there's a
buttons
little
are
bit of
pulsating.
reflection, yeah.
Now, let's go. You can show all the options. Capture.
So you can also, if you don't like the rainbow, you can
Switch it off.
No, you can select your own colors and choose 4 of them, and then
It's still a rainbow.
yeah, but it's only a red rainbow.
Yeah.
Red and white rainbow.
It's not a unicorn rainbow.
No, exactly. But you can change the speed of how fast it will change, and the direction left or right right around. Yeah. Color cycle is just basically changing color from color, and yeah, you already explained the rest. So that's the lighting part. You can customize it what you want.
Will RGB game sync be coming? Very difficult question. I don't know, but technically we could do that.
But then you only have few options for lighting.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, we have the code. We have it in MSI Center. We have RGB. So technically, it is possible.
Yeah.
Not sure if they're planning that.
No, I think they will keep it simple.
Yeah.
On a device like this, I would definitely keep it simple. Also, the dynamic part, you have different profiles, so it's optimized for gaming or music, movie, communication.
Which fan profiles does it have? Atom, we already talked about it. Ruud, maybe you can.
Yeah, basically the fan profiles also switch with the user scenario. So in super battery mode, the power is lower, so the fans also don't need to ramp up as fast, and also not as high as, for example, in extreme mode. In extreme mode, you do have the options. I can go back. In the extreme mode, performance mode, you will have the advanced tab, and then you will have some control of it. Of course, if it's heating up, then it will take over and just do maximum fan speed. But I haven't heard it.
So let me go quickly over some questions. Skeets, how many fans does it have? Two. Later we will open it up. Will Senpai Waifu, will it the name? Will there be an AMD variant? I don't know. So probably current not planned, and I think in June it's I think beginning of June it's like Computex, and there will be new products announcements. So yeah, maybe stay tuned. Which fan profiles we already talked about. Yeah, the Halos could be used for health and ammo. True, indeed, NRT. Can you set power profiles per game? I don't think at this moment.
Not at the moment, no.
But again, in MSI Center you can make profiles per game.
Yeah, they did have a game mode, but it's because the MSI Center is updating. It's changing to the AI engine one, so it's more or less controlled by
automatically.
Magic.
Yeah, we don't know. Yeah,
That's the magic setting, I would say. So so the control. The problem is with AI engine is it's like predefined or
it's like a black box.
It is.
Yeah, you don't know what you're getting.
So AI means MSI is in control, and you're definitely not. I've asked them to open it up or at least give some customization options, but I haven't had any confirmation about that yet. So I'm not expecting that anytime soon.
Your MSI email address suddenly stopped working?
Yeah, that's also sometimes a black box. But there are people listening, but not always the people who are
no doubt,
the shots.
No doubt they're working on updates and
everything needs to be AI now, and that's their marketing focus. So yeah, I can understand that part.
Yeah. Noise cancellation. We had a question before about what this was.
Basically the speaker will tune the noise, but also the microphone. Not sure if you will speaking directly
I would
into
say
the game.
Everybody
have a headset.
Yeah,
right?
should be. I mean,
I
Okay,
think so, yeah.
So I think a question for you, Ruud, and I'm not sure if you know the answer. So we can use a audio jack headset. Can we also use a USB headset with a converter, like on your mobile phone?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, that's because that's a separate protocol, right? The audio over USB. I think
it's basically just a USB device, and there's an audio device attached to it. So normally you will download the drivers for that one, like a C media chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it needs Type C.
Yeah, but I have a converter from AliExpress.
Ali, okay. Uncle Ali.
Yeah, it works with USB sticks, with keyboards, mice, no problem.
Okay.
So I expect that also headsets work. I haven't tried it, but yeah. The USB to USB A is very handy for this one. Also have like a very small USB hub. One is USB C and then two USB A and a LAN port. Also works fine.
Any chance of getting updates and patches soon? I'm not hearing anything good about this handheld. Yeah, like what we said, they're working on it, and you know, this is always in the beginning. It's a new platform, not only from Intel. Well, you know that already matured a lot, and you see Intel. I don't want to say each month, but bi-monthly they have a big driver update with good performance increases, and that's also why we advise you. You know, if you're interested in that part. Check the what was it? Live stream with Tom.
Oh yeah, the Gamers Nexus one.
Oh yeah, Gamers Nexus. They are talking about how to optimize drivers together with Intel. Quite interesting.
It's a lot of work, but and especially they're focusing now, I think, on the ARC graphics cards. I think that Tom Peterson is focusing on the graphics cards more than on the integrated graphics one.
Yeah,
but there is a team.
That basically it's the same.
Yeah.
You know, if you optimize one, it's the same architecture. It's ARC.
Yeah, true, but they have a dedicated team that's optimizing the part for the integrated graphics.
Yeah.
And,
okay.
Our HQ people are talking to that team and feedbacking. I feedback to HQ and HQ feedbacks to Intel. Basically, that's how it works nowadays. Yeah. And we'll depend on how well they can tune the drivers, and some games
it's
run
drivers,
fine,
also BIOS, it's firmware, you know, it's a combination of everything.
And not everything's gonna run perfect on a handheld, but like titles like the Cyberpunk usually are also used to bring 4090 graphics to its knees, at least in 4K ray tracing. But on this machine it doesn't run well at the moment, but they're working on it. So we hope to get a driver update every 2 weeks or so.
Yeah. So this is your benchmark media gallery.
Yeah, these are my screenshots.
Okay, okay.
I should have deleted them, but it's no secret. But
well, you can show how it works. So I mean, you have some proof.
Basically, when I push the quick setting button and I go to the take screenshot, it will end up here in the media gallery. If you're looking for those screenshots, they're not under pictures screenshots like the normal Windows screenshot would be if you press the Windows key plus print screen, but they are under videos and captures. So it's very similar to the Xbox screenshot location. Actually, it's the same. But the media gallery shows both, I think. But for example, the top one, this is.
Can you open
Forza.
it up?
Yeah. Should be.
So it will show full screen?
I can open location, but then it just opens the. Basically, you will see a benchmark from this is Far Cry 6. I can just go through this in different settings. Shadow of Tomb Raider, and this is Forza Horizon 5.
Don't worry, later we will run benchmarks, etc. But this is Ruud's homework.
This is my preparation for the live stream.
Yeah.
So always doing benchmarking and seeing if stuff runs well. Not just the average FPS, but also the smoothness. This is also new. The system info used to be there already in the first version, and they also have an export system info button now. Very helpful for support people like me, because we can ask the user, okay, can you do like an export of your system info, and we know exactly what machine you have, hardware, but also BIOS and firmware, software. It will be recorded, so we have an idea of what we're talking about. Live update, basically it can update drivers and...
Don't do it now, we're going to benchmark. We don't have time for new drivers.
No, but it probably should be up to date anyway. So,
yeah, okay. Yeah. But it's quite easy.
Did it yesterday, so
yeah.
But all drivers, you can check if there's new ones.
Yeah, NRT, we were talking about that this morning.
What?
NRT on Twitch saying A1M, so it's Claw A1M, reminds me of AMD's platform.
AM1 platform, yeah, the socket, AM1. Anyway, yeah. Also, you can log
before
in.
slot 1. But after slot 1.
No, that's the really entry level one, the AM1.
Yeah, but this was after slot 1, right?
No, that was socket A.
Oh, that's a socket A. Yeah.
The socket AM1 was the
A,
system on chip.
Slot A, yeah.
No, there is a socket
SoC.
AM1. And
No, I don't know it.
the motherboards don't have any chip on them, or not chipset.
Everything integrated.
Everything integrated into the CPU.
The future.
That's it. Yeah, but it was like like the Atom one, but then the AMD
Okay,
version.
yeah.
Anyway. Service, so you can log into account.msi.com. That's the same account, and you can go to support and stuff like that. You can register your Claw, and you'll probably get some warranty bonus, like 3 months extra.
Yeah.
It's normal for a laptop, so I expect the same for Claw. I'm not sure for that.
No guarantees, because
no
he's
guarantees.
not sure, and I don't know.
Usually there's also like marketing activities, so
Yeah,
if you write a review about it, you will get some extra points, and you can earn some game and or whatever. Yeah. General settings, this is basically the settings for MSI Center M. Notifications, and also you allow MSI to collect, process, and use your product. If you don't like that, just unclick it. Basically, it's like that.
Okay, maybe run some benchmarks, or maybe run some games. That's the same, right?
Yeah, basically yes.
So you installed, you tried to install from each library something.
Yeah, what we did is we used the Epic.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, we used Epic to install, for example, Rocket League, Fortnite, Metro Exodus. From Xbox, we installed Forza Horizon 1.
Take care,
Steam.
Alan. He's going to bed.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he's on the other side of the world from us. So, yeah.
Upside down.
Yeah, upside down country.
Upside down country, yeah.
Yeah. Steam.
How will he stay in bed?
Yeah, I'm not sure. He should fall out, right?
Yeah.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider is from Steam. Far Cry 6 is from Ubisoft. If I would have known the Skull and Bones, I would have installed it as well. The Plants vs. Zombies 2, that's the Android game. Pinball FX is also from Steam. It's a free game. I played a little bit on that because I'm very old, so I like pinball.
I'm very old.
Yeah. Nowadays, you don't see many pinball machines in bars and stuff anymore. Anyway. The Witcher 3, Witcher is also...
GOG, I think.
Oh, that's the GOG one.
Yeah. It can be.
Yeah, definitely GOG on this one. Yeah, also works.
Yeah.
Fortnite is Epic again. I could have included the Battle.net one. Didn't do that, but yeah.
Can you run something?
Sure, yeah. What do you want to see?
For me, it doesn't matter.
We can...
Not the pinball one.
Let's do Far Cry. We just run the benchmark and have some idea.
Yeah. So from here it's just Windows. So that means DirectX, the same software, the same versions, no emulation. So
yeah. Also, some, for example, the Shadow of the Tomb Raider game looks really well, but when you start it, then normally it has like a launcher itself.
Yeah.
Play and then settings and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you need to press play with the touch screen because it doesn't respond to the...
it's not active.
Yeah. Or you have to switch to the desktop mode controller and then mouse to it.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not ideal, but I think you can live with that. It's not that big of a deal, but it's It's
Cody is saying, when can I buy the accessories? To be honest, we already talked about that. I don't know, but somebody in the chat told us that it's already available in the US, but not sure.
Yeah, I heard that the dock thing was not ready yet.
Okay.
I'm not sure if,
Yeah, but we have like, I don't know if you call this accessory, but we have like this, in some SKUs it's included.
Yeah.
So
at the moment in the Netherlands, that at least the U7 versions have the bag included.
Yeah. So it's
and the U5 doesn't, or I should say Core Ultra 5. Yeah. Yeah, that's official name.
It fits.
Yeah, it should fit. Yeah.
Yeah, it fits.
So a lot of games
testing. It's your sample.
Yeah, that's the engineering one, so I don't mind that much.
It's working. Yeah. Oh no, it's still working, I guess.
No loose parts?
No loose parts.
Not yet.
Yeah, we go back
Eric didn't mess with it yet.
We go to the capture.
Yeah, so most games will run fine in 720p mode, and I thought, okay, this has a 1080p, 1080p screen, so I expect everything to run in 1080p. Well, that's not the case, or at least in lower frame rate. So in simple games you probably can run at 1080p, and more demanding games 720p is probably the better choice.
Yeah, so that's always the case on these handhelds. It's always a matter of tuning, fiddling with settings. And the more AAA games you take, of course, the more performance they expect, the more you need to, how do you say that? Lower your settings.
Exactly, yeah. I'm just checking if there's any XESS, but not on this one. So
now,
I
think, Ruud, this is capture, so the performance will also be impacted, right?
A little bit, yes, but not, not extreme.
No,
so
okay, yeah.
There will be a few frames less because I think it's because of the capturing.
2 displays.
Part. Yeah, which it isn't an impact on a
desktop,
discrete graphics card, but this is an integrated. So yeah.
But you.
I also noticed that if you put an extra screen on it through a dock or directly, it defaults to 30 FPS on that external monitor. And if you run it like that, the performance drop is more than if you put it at 60 Hertz.
Okay.
So that's good to know for the reviewers.
Yeah. But you did this, you also ran this one without without dock, right?
Yeah.
So later we can see the difference.
Yeah. I did a lot of testing, and then I found out the 30 Hertz external screen impacted the performance, and then I had to do even more testing.
So Steven,
this is how I work.
On YouTube, yes, this can do ray tracing from a technical point of view, but I would not expect a lot of performance because in reality we're talking about the integrated graphics part.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, this is on most desktops you already switched it off. I mean, yes, it looks great, but it takes a lot of performance away.
Yeah, if you have a 3050, then officially it supports ray tracing.
Yeah,
right?
you don't want to do that.
So this is a 50-ish FPS, and I think this is really playable. This game works really well. There are also games that are less good.
Somebody is saying the soft case with RG was disappointing. This one seems a little bit tougher. Well, you just still don't know what we found inside after I tested it. 3 pairs of claw, 3 claws.
Yeah. What we can show also is if we switch to 1080p and see if the performance drops. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly what the performance drop will be. It supports it, but doesn't mean it's the best choice. Or resolution in between. You can also do 1600 by 900.
So Cody also asking, can I get replacement parts if something breaks? Well, you can contact our service and support, and what breaks yourself, it's very difficult, you know. If you talk about Wi-Fi, you can replace it. If you talk about the, which is also upgradable, if you talk about the SSD, yes. but something on the main board that's all soldered, and I suggest you not to take your solder iron.
No, maybe it means like the joysticks or the mechanical parts.
That's replaceable.
Yeah, but at the moment you don't have the parts. Yeah.
No, but you can order them online. I think that's one size fits all, right?
I'm not sure.
Most is.
No.
I'm not into that market, but I think that's all one size fits all.
Yeah. Could be. Of course, you will see that it's not in the 50s anymore. It's now in the high 30s. Mid 30s, yeah.
Yeah, so they're asking what should I do if I have stick drift? These, I don't want to say they never get stick drift, but I would say they should not get stick drift, indeed.
If they do, then you will send it to a repair
because,
center.
yeah, indeed. Let me show you that quickly. When Ruud is running his benchmark, we talked about this.
You have to switch to the...
Yeah. Like this. So these are using the Hall effect, which is electromagnetic sensors, which means there are no touching parts. On the right side green, that's most controllers, or normal controllers I would say, or the previous generation controllers. So this one is using the Hall effect, meaning no moving parts, no tear and wear. So this means you get way, let me see if it's this one. Yeah, you get longevity. Is that the right English word, longevity?
Yeah, longevity or durability.
Durability, yeah, indeed. Back to the capture.
Yeah, so now we have 36 FPS, which is still playable, but
can you check in your gallery what you got without the bench, without the deck? I have the Excel file here.
What's the? What did we have? 53. Before?
I was paying attention.
I didn't store it, but we can check in the gallery.
So which one is this? Far Cry 6?
Far Cry 6, and this is battery with extreme performance.
And this 720p?
Oh no, this is basically this is docked.
So I have here 720p average FPS, and this is super battery or balanced?
Well, before I tested it was 57 FPS.
Yeah.
It's on the right side with the docked one. And without the dock it was 60.
Can I share this?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah,
no
okay.
Problem. Yeah. Some internal testing info, but there's nothing.
PPT. Yeah, it's really small, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit. But basically, this is Far Cry 6. So this is how Ruud is doing his benchmarks.
Yeah.
So you see on battery is doing 54, balance. So this is basically super battery, balance 62.
Yeah.
Extreme performance 62 as well. So no difference here.
No, for this game, no.
Yeah.
Or in this setting. So if you go to 1080p, then probably you will see a difference.
Yeah. And then 63 with extreme performance, which is with an adapter. So it's not with battery.
Not with a dock.
Yeah. Oh, not with a dock. Okay.
So
and this is docked?
Docked, so it means it gets powered from the dock, but also the screen is duplicated to an external screen.
Yeah.
So it's similar to what we run here now.
Yeah. And then you get 57 and 45.
I noticed. First I tested it with the external screen at 30 hertz, and I saw a large drop, and I say, whoa, this is something I feedback to our headquarters. And today I found out if I switch it to 60 hertz, then it's fine. So the capture at the moment is at 60 hertz. So we should have gotten around 57.
And where is the 1080p result?
1080p is not in this.
Okay, yeah.
I only ran 1080p once before, and now, but...
yeah. Is this for a laptop? Well, yeah, laptop without keyboard. It's the Claw Handheld, so basically it's...
most laptops, depending on the cooling system of course, do have a higher power limit, so they will get higher performance even with the integrated graphics one.
Like this is more clear.
So many games will have XeSS, for example.
How is the fan RPM during benchmarking? Do you have any log for that?
No, I don't. No.
And can we show the overlay? Is it showing fan RPM?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, we should. Let's go to real-time monitor and the one with the RPM. Okay. It says 3,500 RPM. and you can hear them, but it's quite quiet in this kind of environment.
Yeah.
Also, if you're alone sitting on the couch in the evening when there's not too much street noise,
The audio will easy.
Also, yeah, but you will hear the fans, but it's not annoying or something. No. It's not.
They said with the Steam Deck that you're not allowed to sniff it, right? The exhaust.
I think PC World did that, right? He did a sniffing test, yeah. But every new part, no, let me rephrase that. Every new electronics that gets heated up has a certain smell to it. Mm-hmm. Engineers know it. If it's really burning, it also has a specific smell. But
I know that smell.
Yeah, you're probably the cause of it.
I'm going to do another giveaway. Reese.
Yeah, the Forza is loading. It's
no.
Here it comes. You can draw another winner. We did an event for customers and media influencers and.
Last week, right?
Last week, yeah. Last week, Thursday. And the winner was supposed to drive the Forza Horizon track, and the one with the fastest time, they will get a Claw.
Oh, cool.
Cool prize, yeah.
Only 2 people showed up, 50%
No,
chance?
no. It was a lot of people queuing up.
Okay.
So, yeah. It was also the star of the event, the announcement of the Claw, and people get a hands-on experience with it.
Yeah.
I think for the settings on Forza Horizon, you can easily run this at 1080p. With low settings, it's fine. Also, a benefit of Forza Horizon 5 is that it will support the XeSS. I think it's in the lower part here somewhere.
How many USB ports does this have? Actually, it has only one, and it's a Type-C port, and it has.
It's not here. Did I miss it? Okay, maybe it's here.
No, so it only has one USB port, Type-C, Thunderbolt.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. So if you have a game with XeSS or XS, as Eric calls it, you do have some options with performance and quality and stuff like that. The performance one is probably the one giving you the most FPS, highest frame rate. So that's what I would recommend, at least for to get the highest FPS. You can also run it at 1080p medium, but then the frame rate drops a little bit lower, and yeah, so we settled on 1080p low settings, and then it's perfectly drivable and also enjoyable. And there was a competition, so people did multiple runs. Even we had a competition internally amongst colleagues. I was dead last. I'm not genetically suited for game controller mode, I think.
Does the Claw have an aux port? So I'm going to show you the ports. These are the ports on the back. So the volume buttons, audio jack, Type-C, Thunderbolt 4, micro SD card, and the on-off button. Tactile indicators. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, so these are also LED or what?
LED.
Tactile indicators. That's like
tactile. It just means it's bumped, so you will feel where it is. So if you're
really,
yeah, it's like
I thought it was like feedback.
No, tactile is just you can feel it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I can feel it. Okay, go back to the caption. This is like me driving.
Yeah, tactile for partially sight.
Okay. Yeah. We're also going to update the website for that.
But if you're not seeing them, it's going to be hard to play games.
Next winner, you can still participate. We are, shall I go to main? Yeah, we're giving away Skull and Bones. If you want to join, you can go to msi.com/2/insider or YouTube and Twitch and click on the Gleam link. And the next winner is Mies de Vries. I hope I pronounced correctly. Congrats with loyalty bones. You will get Skull and Bones in the place. Hey, that's how I drive.
That's better.
I got a cheapo USB-C hub. Will it be sufficient power to the port if I connect to the charger?
There's certain USB hubs or docks that don't deliver power, so then it will run battery all the time.
Yeah. You need to check that in the specs of your dock.
It needs to support power delivery. And above 45 watts, I think, or no, I think it needs 65 watts if you want to run it on
Docked.
docked. Yeah. So if you turn it on, it needs like a 65 watt power delivery. If you say I want to charge it overnight while you're not using it, then like a 5-volt 3 amp charger should be enough. So 15 watt chargers should be getting you some charge.
The in-game audio is kind of loud.
Oh, sorry, that's how bad. We can test that part.
Is this less or more?
No, less. Yeah, let me do it.
Okay, sorry. Sorry.
Especially the Forza Horizon is kind of a loud game. There's a lot of noise.
Is it
in the
now
background.
less?
Should be less now, right? Should I put it lower?
Yeah,
Let's do it like very small.
Yeah.
So at the moment it's doing like 48 FPS. I think we got a better without the dock.
Forza Horizon
like,
1080p.
Yeah, 53, 54. That's what we got most of the time. So it doesn't matter if it's on battery or adapter, but especially in extreme performance mode and the balanced mode should get around 53 FPS.
Yeah, I can also show that if you go to PPT. So you see here Forza Horizon 5 1080p.
No, 1080p this one,
Yeah, so 53, 54. And this one is?
This one is docked, so with 48. So we go to the right, and it used 51. To do 51 just before.
So maybe the overlay for performance.
Oh yeah, the overlay.
Yeah.
Go to the right.
Even more. You have even more right.
Yeah.
Oh, 50.
Yeah. The 50. This is battery, so not docked.
With hardware
not
monitor.
Duplicated screen, but with hardware monitor, and you can see it's going from 53 to 51 on Forza Horizon. So if you're benchmarking, don't turn on the overlay. Don't dock it with duplication.
Yeah. Normally you don't need it. It's just for...
No, but I'm just giving them some hints that this can influence performance.
And this is also because we have a lot of people asking what is the real performance, because there are reviews out there who have all different performance.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's the devil's in the small details, and this is also for you playing at home. I mean, if you play docked, powered on, adapter, overlay, all these kind of things have an impact or can have an impact on performance. And then you still have different drivers, different BIOS, etc., etc. I'm going back to capture. Let's get it open now. Somebody's waiting for that.
Well, I need a screwdriver.
Maybe.
I'm not sure.
Oh, you need a screwdriver.
Michiel is still in the office.
I will do it. So I'll take something.
Well, if you don't go for the maximum performance, you might go for more battery life, and a lot of games will give you, frame caps in game, but not all of them support that. So if you don't have an in-game frame rate cap, then you can also use the VSync, because the VSync is basically setting in every game, or most games I should say, and if you run it at 48 Hertz with VSync on, it will cap it at that 48 FPS maximum. So then you will have longer battery run times.
So, Ruud.
Yes.
We're like out of screwdrivers. I know.
That's a screwdriver kit without the handle.
Yeah, without the handle. you can do that, right?
I can try, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a quick setting, or there's no hardware frame cap inside the quick setting yet, but I've suggested that as well.
Yeah, works. On this one.
We can open that one.
Really?
Yeah, I trust you. Yeah. Turn it off first.
Oh! Can we?
We have it on camera. So
yeah. I trust you. My God!
That's an engineering sample,
Oh.
so I cannot trust the performance results of that one anyway. So.
Okay,
But
so
I
going
still
to
hope it will work because
don't hope with me.
People will still use it later.
I'm going to switch it off. How do I do that?
Hang on, let's
Power off.
turn off the
Shutdown.
Why is the? Apparently, Rocket League was already booted up as well, so I messed up there. So that's probably also an impact.
So shutting down. So to open it up, you have 5. What is it? Phillips heads? Yeah.
Yeah.
Screws on the back. 1 and somewhere else. Anyway, I think one of them is covered with a sticker. Like if you break this, you get punished.
I think there's like what they nowadays do is called a factory seal. So it's a small sticker, so they know it's opened up. It doesn't mean you cannot open it up. It just means if you send it for repair, they will extra carefully look at it and see if you didn't accidentally damage anything inside. That's basically what the sticker is for. It's your device. You can clean it. You can upgrade it. That's not a problem. At least in the EU. I'm not sure if it is for every country or territory.
Anyway, I unscrewed those 5. Yeah, it should be fine.
I forgot to do this.
It's not magnetic. So, and then wait.
Yeah, now you have to pry it open, right? You still have it turned on.
No, well, it's booting again.
It's booting again. Yeah.
I will shut it off.
If you hold it for like more than 25 seconds, it will start blinking. When it stops blinking, then you can turn it off safely.
Oh.
And what I've learned is, I haven't opened it myself yet, but all the screws are the same length. So you don't have to
this one doesn't come out?
Oh, it's still not turned off.
Yes, my God. Okay. Ping, ping.
So the easiest way to shut it down is also through the quick settings.
Yeah.
If you there's a shutdown button, and you can call restart, shutdown, or whatever. What's the other one?
No, it's like half shutdown. This one is stuck, or is it like
sleep? Also a possibility. Yeah. It says shutting down. Yeah.
Now it's shut down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
you need some
leverage.
plastic. Maybe you can pry it open with this one. Yeah. The metal one.
Where to start? On top or?
I would go on the bottom, but I haven't opened it up.
What? This is chewed up by somebody.
I think so. If you want to know for sure.
Is it another metal one?
There used to be a metal one inside, but you have. Oh, there we go. Good.
It's like opening
I would say you could work at repair, but
no,
it will cost too much money.
Too big fingers. It's
usually just wiggle a little bit and then try to.
This part I leave to you. So now it's his problem.
Yeah, I know. If you have long nails, also helps sometimes. This one.
Okay.
So this one should come off, I think this way. I hope.
So you never opened it up?
I never opened it up,
okay, cool.
But my colleague did. Okay, here we go.
Okay,
we go.
Okay.
So there's some screws magnetically stuck to the...
we're missing one. It's like 5.
There's like a speaker with a magnet inside. It's quite a strong magnet, so it means that the speaker is also quite good.
This is the
inside.
The inside. So over here, this all is the battery.
Yeah.
It's like 53 watt hours indeed. Let me see that. Yeah. So I have a picture here. Let me see here. So that's how it's. That's where the battery is located. Go back to the. Oh, hey. Oh, that's yours. I was like, okay, it's still running.
Yeah, no,
We
not
have two.
this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
indeed,
have two.
indeed.
This is the one we want to try to keep as good as we can.
Yeah.
Because we also want to unscrew the cooler, right?
Oh. Yeah. I don't know. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. So
If you want to see what's inside, we should remove the cooler.
Yeah. So we have the two fans over here with heat pipes between it. So I'm going to. That might be a little bit more difficult because this one is not really a screwdriver. It's more like. Okay.
So first,
1, 2, 3.
The first thing
4.
you need to remove is, of course, the battery, because then it cannot power on anymore.
Oh, this is like a mobile phone. Here, you can.
I think you can unplug it. Here we go.
Yeah.
And maybe there's 2 screws on each side, I think.
No. Oh.
Yes, it is. At least here it is.
Is this a screw?
That's the screw, and here's the screw.
Okay, this
And
works.
the bottom is.
Problem is this
oh,
is.
here there's another screw.
This is not magnetic.
No, normally the magnet is in the handle.
Oh.
And we're missing the handle.
Oh, it's a little bit magnetic. So
No,
let
it
me.
still is. Okay.
Hey, you're taking notes on which screw.
We have it on video. So
Okay. Yeah. Well.
we should have like a top camera, then would have been better. It looks like the screws are identical size as well. So yeah.
Okay. So now we can probably remove the battery.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Very good.
Feels. Kind of hot. Oh, no QR code. Otherwise we get banned again. Okay, so that's the. I need to see where we can put this. Here, over here. That's the battery. Yeah, that we have. Okay. Now.
So you can see that the controller parts. Those are 2 separate PCBs. Yeah. So. Theoretically, they could be replaced
Yeah.
in a
But that's a lot
quite
of
easy
screws.
way. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to remove the heatsink. So that's
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
5.
5.
Yeah, looks like 5.
Do we still have people watching this stuff?
I think so.
They're probably cheering. We want flames.
Is
NVMe
the NVMe behind battery? Actually, it's behind the cooling. So that's
Okay.
why we're gonna remove the cooling as well. The cooling is a bit tricky because there's always thermal paste in between the cooling and the chips, and some cooling or some thermal paste needs to be replaced after you remove it. I'm not sure if that's the case with this one.
So these are.
Some cooling paste will stay more liquid and some are more like solid.
Okay, so.
So if it's solid, then
Oh, the fans are separate. I probably can take them out like this.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. Can you wiggle it or?
You wiggle. You do the.
Or maybe just lift it. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so
So
now.
now we can remove the whole part. See?
Yeah. Ooh, a lot of cooling.
There's also a cable attached to it, so.
We have 2 for the fans.
Yeah, this is the cable.
Oh.
Yeah, be careful with the cable, with the connector. Let me do that. Yeah.
Yeah. So let me see what is cooling what. So
There's only one chip, so.
yeah. Well, you also have the VRM.
Oh yeah, that's.
So this is the Intel GPU/CPU, and on top those square dots are for the VRM. What is it cooling? MOSFETs.
Those 2 are the chokes, the gray
Yeah.
ones, and then the MOSFETs are below that.
Yeah. So and then we have here. Oh, again a QR code. Going to block it.
Yeah, the white stuff is usually kind of sticky, so a little bit liquid. But the gray one, that's on the copper part, that's cooling or interfacing with the chip. Usually that's a little bit more solid
So
and less liquid.
Over
that
here we
gray
have the
part, yeah.
CPU.
Yeah. Should we get a cloth and clean it, or?
Yeah, if
Do we have
maybe
one?
some toilet paper. Normally, my kids used to have a lot here, and we didn't know why.
Yeah.
Let me see.
cleaning stuff.
This is the Wi-Fi module. On this again, QR codes. My God, probably TikTok already. Anyway, you just go to YouTube or Twitch. So over here you have the Wi-Fi module, and on this side you see the M.2 storage.
No tissues or whatever.
Let me see. We can take that as a part as well. The Wi-Fi module. The Wi-Fi module has some. Ruud, otherwise leave it.
I've got a dirty claw anyway, so we're gonna put it in a washing machine. Necessary.
Shall I remove these as well? Wi-Fi? Well,
not
you
really,
cannot
no,
show anything.
no.
Okay, you clean the
Let's
CPU.
see if we can show it a little.
Do we need
better.
to?
No, this is not that liquid anymore.
No,
so
no.
it will come off like in flakes or in layers.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, and you can even see the tile base.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
I'm not sure if the webcam can capture that.
1,
You can
2,
try.
3, 4.
Yeah.
So the CPU is made up of different parts, and it's like a mirror. But if I wiggle a little bit like this, you see that there are basically 4 different chips, and they're not equally sized.
Yeah. That's the tile-based.
Chiplets.
Yeah, chiplets. Yeah, Intel's calling them tiles because they don't want to associate that with AMD probably.
Okay, so here you see a ribbon going from the left controller to the right controller, and if you look at this, so this ribbon is like in a keyboard, is connecting the left PCB for the joystick and the right PCB for the joystick. So this is the joystick over here, and this is joystick over here, but also the triggers. So they are part of the same PCB.
Yeah.
Or the bumpers, I really don't know. Triggers, bumpers, yeah. Okay, I think, over here you see the memory. So I can show you that as well. So below the CPU, and this is like in any modern notebook, I would say, the memory is soldered nowadays, so it's not upgradable. You don't have a slot anymore.
Only the bigger laptops have still SODIMM slots.
Yeah. I saw, who was that? IBM or Dell coming up with a solution with a special memory, like the flat for notebooks. You remember?
Yeah, but I think soldered is the way to go.
Yeah, but that also means it's not upgradable anymore. So indeed, for the entry-level ones, that's probably the solution. Then over here on top, you see the VRM.
Yeah.
With the MOSFETs and the chokes, and that's also what's cooled. Yeah. And that's also what is getting hot in these kind of devices. At the bottom, you see with the blue, I think there's rubber or something.
Yeah, that's the housing of the speaker. Yeah.
That's the speaker. I think we can also
the rubbers is to
damp
stop,
it.
Stop vibrations with hard plastic on hard plastic. Then you get like a
So this
buzzing
is
sound.
This is the speaker.
Yeah.
And they're just small chambers. And indeed, what Ruud says, that's
the chambers will just increase the sound quality of it. Even some minor bass. But,
What is this? This is the haptic engine, I guess.
Yeah, that's the motor. Yeah, that's what is doing the vibrating.
Yeah. So on the sides, on both sides, over here, like this, over here, and on the other side. So, sorry, my webcam is sometimes difficult. So this part, that's the haptic engine. So it will, or whatever, and also on this side. And that's also probably, the battery is located at the bottom, so it's how do you say that? Bottom heavy? Is that a term?
Yeah.
So that it feels right on your hand, and also the vibrators are over there on the side. So the more they're placed outside, the more it will vibrate. The more you will feel it because it's in the middle.
Yeah. Also because your hands are used to usually
there.
Yeah,
that's where you grab your hands. What else?
The SSD you already showed, I think.
Yeah. This is the SSD. This is the.
Yeah. So the SSD can be replaced, but as you can see, it's quite tricky because you need to remove the cooler.
So Edwin K is talking about what kind of controllers are inside, and I don't want to say these are the expensive ones, but like how you refer to it. But indeed, we use the Hall effect sticks. So that's on the left side, the electromagnetic, so they will work longer. Capture or close up? Yeah.
Close up, yeah.
What else? I mean, I think that's basically everything there is. There's a PCB with a CPU, with a GPU. It's a one chip. There is memory. This is the VRM chip probably, or the LAN chip, or no, LAN not.
Could be the
audio
physical layer for the
Thunderbolt. Could be, yeah. Here I still see some MOSFETs.
Yeah, MOSFETs, so power.
That's power, yeah, that's probably input power.
Yeah, probably the input from the battery.
Yeah,
it
so
needs to be filtered as well.
This is the connector to the battery. You see a cable running to here, and then below the...
Might also be the charger, because,
below the M.2 module you see some chokes, MOSFETs, and that's probably the input for the battery.
In and output, both, because it needs charging and discharging. Yeah.
I think that's basically it. I mean, we can take more apart. What is that? That's the D-pad I see here. That's that.
Yeah, that's also the same PCB. So
Yeah. Basically, one PCB. And what is this over here? That's for the display, the digitizer.
Yeah, probably also controlling the touchpad. Or the touch screen. But this is definitely the display cable.
Yeah. LDVI or what's it called?
LVDS.
LDVDS, okay.
Or the new one, the embedded display port.
Okay, so over
probably
here, the golden, not sure, gold brown flat cable, that's probably, and there is a green PCB behind it, that's probably for the digitizer to make sure the touch display is working, the screen is getting light, etc. So that's this over here. And now, how's it called now?
The embedded display port.
Ooh. LVDS.
Embedded DP.
Oh, embedded DP. Okay, something new. Okay.
Yeah.
It's amazing what fits into these small handhelds, indeed.
Yeah, the PCB is really small.
Yeah.
Also the cooling is small.
Yeah. So, and that's all. Let me see the connectors over here. So this
is directly on the PCB.
Yeah. So all those ports over here, of course. So all these ports are, of course, directly soldered on the PCB. That's on the edge of the PCB. You find those connectors.
Yeah.
And that's also why sometimes it's difficult to put it back in place if you take the PCB out, because you need to make sure those ports fit with the holes, and that's not always easy. That we already talked about. Not sure. This on/off button also has a fingerprint. Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah, but we didn't show how it works. But basically, if you touch it, scans your finger.
I haven't tried it, but we also have laptops with that in the power button. So it's essentially the same.
Yeah, and I'm not going to talk about that. I want to say you can replace the controllers, but I don't know for sure. You know.
Yeah.
But you can remove the PCBs, and I think they're standard sizes.
Yeah, if you have it for a long time and you want to clean it, that would be possible. So.
Yeah. Close it of the CPU before we lock it down. Okay. Let me maybe go over here. So these basically, actually I talked with our HQ and I asked them, so these are the two SKUs we're having, and they said no, actually there are way more, but this is what I found in Europe at least. Yeah. So one based on the the 155H Ultra 7 and one based on the 135. Yeah. We already showed you. The difference is not that great between those CPUs. And Ruud, you had quite an interesting story, because you said it is possible that the i5, because the CPU has fewer cores and the TDP is the same, that maybe the GPU is getting more power, and that's why the difference is even smaller than how it seems on paper.
Yeah, there was some reviews that they compared the 135H to the 155H, and in some games the 135H beat the 155.
Yeah.
So they suspected
but game dependent.
Suspected that the GPU will get more of the power budget to the integrated graphics part than what?
Reboot computer. remind me, we need to finish in 10 minutes. This morning I had a very important presentation, and during the presentation,
yeah, that happened. Yeah,
rebooted. I was like, I was not happy. So I went to the guy and said, "What?"
Yeah, that was the 40 client or something.
Yeah.
Forced updates from ICT.
Yeah, indeed. So both are, in this case, these two SKUs are using 16 gigabyte of memory, DDR5, 6400, dual channel.
It says max 32, but these are the SKUs.
That's what I put behind it.
Ah, okay.
So I know we can also do 32, but indeed it's soldered.
It's possible. Yeah.
The Ultra 7 comes with 1 terabyte Gen 4 X4 SSD, and the other one with 512. And both at this moment have killer Wi-Fi 7, but like theoretically we could also replace that with Wi-Fi 6 or 6E. It really depends on the country and the SKU. And the rest is basically at this moment equal. So connectivity, audio, etc. But technically we could make a version without Thunderbolt. Not sure how much cost it would save. Or without the gyroscope, but not sure. I mean, just speculation from my side.
Yeah.
So
I think, by the way, this is the embedded controller.
For the display, yeah?
No, the embedded controller for the power management and fans.
But strange, it's sitting over, that should be more close to here.
Yeah.
Anyway, the other side probably is two-sided PCB, probably also has chips.
Yeah, probably yes.
Yeah, that's how it works. I think that's it for today. So we go to next week. I will do another giveaway. Next week is interesting. This is how we're going to do this. Yeah.
Do we have room to put it?
Yeah. I will switch this off. So like this.
Okay.
Like this.
Should we turn this one off as well?
Yeah. Okay, so...
Shutting down, it says. Okay, that's good.
How are we going to do this, Ruud?
We'll just lift it, right?
I think we need to move this as well.
Okay.
Yeah? Are you going to lift it? Oh, you still...
No, I have some stuff on it.
I
don't know if it's...
I saw the title and I told Mankit, I said, Mankit, this is not a great title. A monitor for productivity and entertainment.
I think it's for entertainment.
I think it's also for productivity.
But this is the topic for next week, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was going to do another lucky draw.
Okay.
Yeah, so next week we're going to talk about our... I think it's like...
it's
14
handheld, right?
It's 14 bananas big gaming monitor. That's the size. We should arrange grapes next week.
Grapes?
Yeah, that's a lot of grapes.
For size.
Yeah, grapes for size. Okay, last winner, one moment. Last winner is Chronic Mayhem. Congrats with Skull and Bones. So inside there's a 49-inch QD OLED monitor. It's big.
Yeah.
This doesn't justify it. And the title just I mean, I already asked Mankit, maybe we can change the title to something else. It looks like it should be mine. Yeah, indeed. It's It's going to be a widescreen live stream next week. I hope YouTube supports that.
It should be.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I'm going to push the button. See you next week.
Okay.
Take care. Bye bye.